Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, friends.
I am so excited about Super Mario RPG. I cannot wait for this.
No, you're not. How could you be excited about the third game ever that we ever streamed?
I'm super excited.
Redone.
In fact, let me throw all of you this way, like that, and we'll get us up and going. I'm going to pick normal mode, even though for the stream we don't care about me being awesome. But this was not a hard... No, it's that this was not a hard RPG to begin with.
Yeah.
And I don't suspect that it's going to be hard, right? I'm hearing a little bit of an echo back from somebody.
It's not me this time. I think. I hope. Is it?
I don't know who it is.
No, you're not even. It doesn't even say you're in the Discord, Karen.
Oh crap! That's maybe because I'm not. I opened it. I opened Discord.
It's open.
Can everybody see and hear everything?
I don't hear an echo though.
Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo, which means it could be me.
No, it's not an echo that's clearly bad. It was like a very, very faint echo. So, and it's gone now. So whatever it is,
Okay.
it's fine.
Did we blue sky about this?
We
I'm
did.
trying
We
to be
did.
better about it.
We did.
Ah.
Blueski.
Let me
Blue ski.
read Blueski about it. Cute.
Oh.
So, I have written a couple times now, or presented a couple times now, on remakes and remasters. And I'm gonna revisit that topic, ha ha ha, one more time. For Dana, but mostly through the lens of what Stardew Valley is trying to recall rather than remix or remaster. And I have found the best framework for this, by far, is something that Jordan Stokes outlined for everybody at NACFGM a few years ago.
Which is almost published, soon to be.
It is soon to be published, I hear.
Thank God. I've been
Yay.
like really waiting for that one.
Yes, me too.
Where?
Yeah, do you know where it's gonna be?
I don't know, we'll have to ask him, but I don't remember.
Jordan!
In any case,
Is Jordan here? Is he in this room?
he's on the stream now and then, so if he's here tonight, we can ask him.
Yeah, we'll
But
bug him about
in
it.
terms of what type of game this is, I have been working off a framework that I originally presented at GameSoundCon 3 years ago now, which is what Dana's been bugging me about for 3 years to write on Stardew Valley.
It was so good.
And it was a context about what counts as a remaster versus a remake versus a port versus whatever else we want to call it. And the unfortunate thing is that you can't trust the labels that companies give it because that's the marketing department and not people who care about analysis. They care about making money and selling things. But we need a way to talk shop. And in my mind, this is a remaster. And in my own personal nomenclature, that cards on the table, I'm adopting other people to use, or I'm asking other people to use because I think it's good and it was really well received. A remaster does not change gameplay significantly enough to affect casual understanding of how the game works. For instance, this same screen at the start of Mario RPG has these 6 statues and the red door. Everything just looks nicer and sharper here. To a certain extent, when we get into the nitty-gritty about the music, that largely holds true as a single sentence, but I don't like the remaster versus remake framework for discussing individual tracks. I like Jordan's framework of faithful versus faithless covers and how modern versus kind of old style the presentation is. So if we switch on the Super Nintendo music here, let's listen for a moment.
Is it kind of quiet just because we're in a menu?
Yes, I think so.
It was loud to me, and I had to turn it down on Discord. So
Yeah, I did too.
It was only like the classic from the other one, but it was once we went into the menu, so I'm guessing it's one of those
Okay.
like menu muting moments.
I'll check
oh,
that.
oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is.
Menu mute. Got the menu mute.
let's turn it back to the modern one now.
It sounds so faithful, right? Like this.
This
one
is
at
a
least.
very
Almost like
faithful
very that
cover.
transbiteration.
Transpiteration is really impressive.
When I Google myself, that's like one of the first things that comes up.
Really?
I don't do
Not
that
my
myself.
own stuff.
That's better than the alternative. So,
It's better than the oh shit moment being the only thing
Eh,
that comes up. Although that's fun.
that will be published, so it will come up at some point.
Yeah. I actually just it's been on my to-do list for a very long time, and I opted to finally put my publications on my LinkedIn, which my LinkedIn had been abandoned. The funny story about the only reason I even had LinkedIn was to try to find Paul Webb when I was doing my Robin Hood paper. And I did. That was how I did like one of those premium trials so that I could send him a message. And that was how I got that interview. But I haven't touched my LinkedIn for any other reason, but I was starting to get all these pings from Game Sound Con, and I'm like, crap.
yeah.
I'm like a student. You know? We're in Battleland.
So this track,
Here's your Lindsay Sterling.
Here's my Lindsay
Moment.
Sterling
this
moment.
track is interesting to me because it's very faithful to the Super Mario RPG version of this track, but it's very
Orchestra
modern and faithless if we assume that the source is the NES Super Mario Bros. 3 Bowser fight.
I
So-
don't think I ever made that connection.
So then the question
Until
becomes,
just now.
what is the authoritative source for this piece of music, right? Do you go back to the original game, Mario RPG, or do you go back to the original source the tune is sourced from? This is the Bowser fight from Mario 3, right? Does that matter here relative to it being a remaster of a different game? I don't know. We all get to decide these things.
Her hits are the most from the heart.
How about the sound effects, though?
The chain breaking sound effect was incredibly faithful, actually.
And that one, and the bounce.
Yes.
I think the bounce sound effect is a lot of the.
The
sound
jump
effects
sound effect.
are faithful, and that I think they're exact. I don't think they're redone at all.
Really?
They're only redone in the sense that they're not compressed on the Super Nintendo audio chip, Julianne.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they sound like crisper. Like they definitely sound different to me, but like yes.
If you look at like Matthew Valente's modern transcriptions, if you will, it sounds like that.
Yeah, like freed of compression.
But recreated using the same types of techniques otherwise that they would have made.
Also, I know we're not a cinematography stream, but there's a lot of interesting, like, faithfulness and changes. I don't know if it's faithless that are made here. Like, this moment's pretty faithful. The
Yeah.
way he fell, like, right? But this is cinematic.
Yes, and that's a new
The
3D
camera
camera
angle.
angle that is not
Yes.
present in the Super Nintendo.
This whole bit.
zooming into the right, that wasn't there before.
No, it was not.
And the disco star.
The
Look
sword,
at this VeggieTales ass.
the sword does not pierce anything on its way down in the original, I will note.
Doesn't he pierce the castle? Isn't that the
But
story?
not the star. He doesn't. It's like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
Kirby game
Yeah,
here.
he like breaks apart the star here.
Oh yeah.
I know why we were echoing a little bit. I fixed it. I'm so pleased with myself. Okay.
Ooh, he got yeeted, y'all.
He did get yeeted.
This is my way of connecting back to Sea of Stars, which we just
Yeah, some continuity.
yeet and extol. Yeah, you're right. It's like it's so exact, but it sounds cleaner. So
just like-
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
the idea that it's just like uncompressed, I think bears.
The jumping sound effect here is so vital to this game as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jordan's video presentation had a line that my own college class students stopped me short when I demoed this the other day. And Jordan's video, he remarks that your engagement with the original work and the new one is a mixture of your own memory that meets in the hands, where you go to do something you used to do with your thumbs that you must now do with your index fingers. And I had a student quote that line back to me exactly for Mario RPG, because the run button on the Super Nintendo is the Y button on the Super Nintendo controller, and it's R1 now on your index finger, exactly.
Ew.
Oh yeah, and the battle controls.
Yeah.
Actually, I've changed the
that
battle
would mess
controls
me
back to Super Nintendo style.
Did you change it back?
Yes, I did.
I can't change controls. I have a thing against. I don't know why.
That's
like
weird.
Any controls ever in any game, I can't change them, no matter how uncomfortable they are.
So this track is wildly unfaithful and modernized relative to the original. I want to just sit here for a moment.
I like the marimba.
Because the flute line here is completely new,
Yes.
as is the organ line. Only the marimba existed in the Super Nintendo game. And this is gorgeous and ongoing. The original piece would have looped 4 times already.
Give
And-
the oboe some
Are you
time.
able to toggle to the other one, like in this space?
Yes, if you give me 1 second. That's the loop right there.
Good point.
Let's go back. I actually have to do it in this screen, but it's
Oh,
fine.
sure.
This cover's pretty faithful. This is the original.
Which was already very cool.
Let it play for a second. Okay, there definitely is like a marimba kind of lower part, but I feel like it's so much more prominent in the new one. Like there's a boom boom boom.
The pluck.
Yes.
It seems almost plucked. It's hard to tell here. Almost vibraphone.
Hi, Jen.
Vibraphony, yeah.
Instead of marimba.
But the
It's
organ and
smoother
flute
about
lines are
attack.
clearly new, right? Let's go back and hear
There's
the
a
modern
whole
one
string
more time.
swelling that we get in the new one. There's the oboe flute. I didn't hear an organ, but I'll listen for it next time.
Yeah, I guess. Is that vibraphone?
It's
or
still
is that
vibraphone and
still
marimba, I
vibraphony?
think.
Yeah, I think marimba's in there too this time,
Yeah.
which I didn't really hear in the original to the same extent. I like it. It gives it more like heft.
You're right, there's no organ. I heard a combination of woodwinds as a reed organ instrument instead.
Boo! It's fine. Here's the strings.
So, that string swell there, do you know what franchise that reminds me of? And I did mention this to my students. That's a Kingdom Hearts swell. And I say that specifically because who scored all the Kingdom Hearts games but Yoko Shimomura?
Yoko Shimomura.
And we're now coming back
Maybe
full
it's her
circle.
thing. A Shimomura swell.
A Shimomura swell. Yeah. I
Some
like it.
Shimomura. Fuck.
Yes, Jen, I'm glad that you are in agreement with me on that.
Have you had any wine yet, Julie?
No, I'm just tired.
You're just tired.
I need wine to revitalize me, I guess.
I'm rocking peppermint tea.
I think it's like you
Okay.
can
Water.
jump on save blocks now, but you don't have to anymore.
I am mad about autosaves.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Jarrell, I'm gonna quote you in a publication, I swear to God. That's amazing.
I mean,
Hopping in a fur and
especially when we get to
Incredible.
Mushroom.
Mushroom
what's his
Way.
face? Mushroom
Yeah.
King-
What's his
Mushroom
face?
Way, Mushroom Kingdom,
Yeah,
Mushroom Town. I don't remember. You know what I mean.
yep.
This is a Veggie Tales. This is a Veggie Tale. Me and Lenny. The potato.
I'm curious how many folks on stream are familiar with VeggieTales.
Yeah.
Was that like fairly well known?
Christian circles,
I
was
gonna
gonna say,
I
like,
knew of it, but I
in
don't
white
think I
Millennium
Christian
never saw
circles,
it.
I feel like
Yeah, I
VeggieTales
never
is
saw it
definitely
either.
a thing. It was bigger for Addie than it was for me, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna peace out, folks. I'm fading out.
All right.
All
Good night,
right,
Karen.
Good
Good
night.
to see everybody for like a minute.
I dig this version of this.
I do
think
like
I really
this
just
modern
like
version
that
of the track, but I think
I
the
like
important
this one.
takeaway is that it is a very modernized version.
Mario's pad. Known but foreign. Yeah, like I knew of them. He's a classic. I like how he does the cartoony walk out over nothing but doesn't fall.
And yeah, I feel VeggieTales memes and Larry's silly songs counts independent of like some Christian education message. Like, Where Is My Hairbrush is just a legitimately excellent kid song.
Oh yeah, I still sing it all the time when I'm looking
For your
for my
hairbrush.
hairbrush.
That's right.
I don't know if I know that one, but yeah, that like it was one of those things I kind of knew. I was just thinking today about like surprisingly large things that I just missed.
Ooh, hey, that person is not sorry for bothering us, and we need to nuke them from orbit.
I'm never in mod mode It's always a
forget-
race.
I always forget how to do this
because we never get one.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
I will say it is
Go
a
watch that
privilege
movie.
to not get a lot of that crap in our channel, so that we have to refigure out how to use the mod controls.
every
true.
time.
Oh, I've decided the remaster of this is terrible. I don't know about action commands, but I sure as hell know about timed hits, Toad.
Barp.
Alright.
Did that work?
Yeah. I was just about to do it. And then I didn't work.
So-
I'm so slow at this.
I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set it to classic mode and load Mushroom Way.
So that you can shock us.
Yes. So, this is what we all should remember. And this is a glorious track. I
I
love
have the
this.
cutest string quartet of this, y'all.
that bass line. Damn.
I end up using a lot of pizzicato to get that like pluckiness of this, which helps it really
Oh,
translate
yeah.
to strings. Except that flute line is an arco. You get it.
Yeah. And again, marimba happens, and this is a big part of that Stardew Valley talk that I have to present in April. Marimba happens because Super Nintendo marimba sounds a lot better than almost every other Super Nintendo instrument in terms of how the compression translates to the chip. Alright, how does this sound modern?
Go back to the chat. I forgot.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Flutes. Oh, clarinets layering on. Strings layering in. Kept it. That's that high flute. Get some brass in there, I think. Still got that. Everyone's having like a
I
grand
think
old time. and
almost
that bass is
everybody
still
who's
there.
not Shimomura would have put brass and not kept the marimba at the end of that run. Like right where you said, now comes the brass.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. Something about it doesn't feel as plucky and energetic to me.
This is not my favorite
It's a little
arrangement. I was actually
smoothed out.
surprised that Ryan said
I don't know if
this
it's
one.
because of like the clarinets, like the woodwind, like giving it more pull.
Let's check out combat.
It feels a little less articulate, so it feels less jumpy.
Combat is
Needs to
more
have more fat
energetic
sax.
here.
Yeah, this isn't fast enough.
Combat isn't. They add some readiness though, but it's not enough for me.
I want the bass to be a little bit heavier in the mix. Do we think that there's higher stakes for translations of things like this that you hear a ton?
Yes, I do.
This just fit under the sea.
I like the modulation a lot, right there. But otherwise, I also prefer the original for this.
Not enough stank on this.
Yeah. Why don't you put it to the old version so we can hear the old battle?
Yep, I'll do it right now. Hold on.
Like immediately, yeah. Oh, I love the.
This is cute in the brass. I like how they did this.
That
yeah,
string run there
I
is
like
fun.
the fanfare's good, I think.
The fanfare's good.
The fanfare I like, but the intro to the fanfare, I prefer the original. Let's listen for that as I finish this Goomba
We're
out.
gonna get very nitty gritty in this one because we know this game really well.
Yes. Here,
Oh, it's just so
Dang.
much better.
Get that stank on
the
it.
groove
Yeah.
here is sublime.
Because it's like pseudo, almost out of tune. Like it's just like a rawer kind of sound that she got in this.
Yes.
Like everyone's a little too polite in the new version.
Polite. Yeah. Same thing with the Mushroom Way track.
Oh, Jarrell says wait until you level up. Okay.
Oh, I love the level up. Well, do I? I love their little dances.
Oh, the animation is S tier. Yeah,
The new animations slap. Look at that Goomba.
he's like
I love
not. It's the it's the Cuphead / Slasher Studios like objects bobbing to the music, but he's subtle about it. He's not
That da 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 bow is so good on the Super Nintendo, and it's lost in the new one.
I'll have to listen for that again. The fluty tooty.
You can hear it one more time because we're gonna fight one more Goomba right here.
Sounds like it was recorded in a concert hall. Yeah. It's like a very reverb marimba instead of just the fluty tooty.
The
This
extra,
is so-
the
But I do like
extra.
that.
really over the top though.
This is
I like the
gleeful
fan- the
and
fanfare's
joyful.
good.
Yes, I like this. But the marimba run there that like announces victory sounds like the PlayStation Bubble Bobble arcade machine, and that's not a compliment, right? If I want to talk about Bubble Bobble, it needs to sound
So
like the original
specific.
one. That's Bubble Symphony, the fourth Bubble Bobble game that is billed as Bubble Bobble 3, but they don't know how to label their numbers, I promise.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't feel grounded enough in its baseline in terms of probably a mix issue, right? Like I don't think there's any
Stank.
like yeah, it's missing some stank.
You're actually like saying things.
I'm just trying to like piece it together for myself.
Same sound effects, but richer. Literature Club.
Silent. Or yeah, you're like tripping on it. Panic. It's like the is it Dimitri Martin has the you have A batteries and you have C batteries, but you don't have B batteries because it just sounds like you're going. I'd like some B batteries.
Hey, I never thought about that.
Do you not see the level up animation until Mallow joins?
Yeah, because they wait. Well, it's the if he's talking about the animation, it's the dances, I think.
Oh.
And the other characters dance for you.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
cute.
That's cute. Yeah, the people who don't level up with who's mellow.
Yes.
Oh, I like cinematography stream. I like that.
And then the
little-
saxes come in, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's right, that's correct.
Oh,
then
this
the muted
track is
trumpet?
correct. Yeah.
Interesting.
The muted trumpet rules.
Yeah,
It was
that's
hard
fun.
to get used to, but then I was like, yes, this is correct.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's sexy. I like the rhythm here. Feels like a jazz band. Like it's got a looseness
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, this
Ooh, solo
This
now.
little middle part.
Oh, this is all new.
Just gives a little bit of that interstitial.
Yeah.
And then it's
That
a loop.
illusion of the loop recalls what they did in the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. I love it.
This is great. This is my favorite thing so far.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I liked that record scratch too. I was gonna point that
I
out.
know the record scratch, which I don't think was in the original.
So good. Also, the dissonance in those chords. This is what I want to see in this sort of thing. I like when they swing for the fences. This was something we kept commenting on in the Pixel remasters. Was we felt like with 5 they did that, but with 6 it was like so sacred that like they played it a little too safe in some spots.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have them really go for it and me not like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Than playing it so safe where I'm just
Well, a lot of composers were using the SNES's capabilities to make some weirdo sounds, and when those are translated to like traditional, like very traditional instruments, like in a very kind of polite way, that doesn't always get the. I can't not say stank again. I guess I'm gonna keep saying that. Get the stank across.
So, okay, no, I do know about timed hits, but these action commands can go to hell, Jarrell. Because the timing is ever so slightly different from the original, and I hate it now.
Okay, I was wondering that actually. I'm like, I know that every time I revisit this game, I can immediately do it, but this time I couldn't. I actually had to like get used to, and I thought I was just getting old.
No, you're not.
Okay. Thanks. I choose to believe that you're correct. Toad assist.
Toad assist.
There's a lot of like extra things that make things easier.
Sure, great.
Oh, stricter.
Stricter timing.
Yeah, I don't want a visual
hint.
hint.
Yeah, I don't want the visual hint. I just
Ew.
want I
Gross.
want it to feel right.
I will say that the original timing is incredibly forgiving, so that's probably true from Sigma Beta.
Yeah. That was something I noticed when I did my Dragon Slayer chapter. Because the Steam version, you can do like a nicer timing window option. I don't remember what they call it, but it just like makes it a little easier to get through the screens because that was what made that game so dang hard, was the strict, like unforgiving timing windows on that.
And sometimes it's just your TV is not calibrated.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not you being bad at rhythm and meter. And just entrainment.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does the hat instead of the peace sign, right?
Correct, yes.
Why?
The Nintendo has gotten rid of the peace sign on Mario as a policy.
Yeah, why?
I can't
Yeah,
speak to
why?
that
Live
actually.
in some country? Is it like a?
I'm sure it's
victory
offensive somewhere.
sign?
Is it mean? Well, what are we like? Where are we going with it? I really want to know the reason. Anyway, hats off.
Wait, it is, isn't it? Hold on.
Ooh, I like
Okay,
the oboe.
wait.
Hold on.
I love this track, by the way.
Let's just play a
It's
moment.
okay
Yep.
if you don't like it.
This is perfect.
Just wait for it.
The cymbals.
Little Janissary band action in here to fit the kind of classical vibe we're going with this.
Right.
Wait, don't go yet.
Oh, okay, we'll wait right here. Hold on.
Get to the big part. Where you have to jump up in your seat.
This
Bloody
part,
needs to be here.
this is Traverse Town from Kingdom Hearts again. I love this.
Peaceful. Little triangle action. It's FU in the UK.
Yes, I
Who cares
remember
about
that.
them?
You know why I know that is because in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Spike does it like as kind of like an attitude-y gesture, and I looked it up at one point because I was just like, why does he always do that? Because Spike is like a British vampire.
Yeah, he does not. I just hadn't clicked the dialogue box, Sigma. And I missed that spot, as you probably saw. It's fine, though. Oh, good. Okay.
Man, maybe they realized the peace sign wasn't going to translate in certain territories, and so they stopped. Oh, I love this part. It's got the like
Wait, you can
kitchen
get the
timer
secret-
element to it.
You can get the secret chest in here after. You don't miss it. We spent like 40 minutes making sure we could get that chest.
I agree that, like, attempting to do this without just rigging it the same way would have been a disaster. You had to keep this exact.
I love this. The little turn. Ah! It's so
I love that trill in the oboe at the end there, yeah.
Tuba.
I mean, that's not Baroque, but like it gives it the right like oompa, right? That they're going for.
That makes me want to get to Rosetown tonight really badly, though.
Oh. Swell, so good. Also, the muted trumpets right there, so good.
That
They really went all
that
out.
arrival, God, that's Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
I know, I love that arrival every time it happens. Because you spent a lot of time in this town. You might want to also listen to the old version of this just in case, but this is pretty
Bye,
faithful
Sigma.
except for just some added stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not this.
Is there a fourth chest in here too? I forget.
I think so.
I guess
I don't
not.
think so.
Unless it was on his head, but I don't think so.
Just the one in the hallway.
This one really uses.
Uh-oh,
envelope.
wait, this is new.
Yep. More cinematography.
Who's that cloud-looking person?
That's a frog. Are you blind?
A tadpole. Both of you are wrong.
Well, you asked who Mallow was, so I didn't want to spoil anything. That was good.
Incredible. Yes.
Look how dramatic they made it. Look at this filming.
Thank God they didn't give him a voice, actually.
Seriously.
The gathering
Jesus.
storm.
The tears falling on the grass.
So good. And the music's totally gone.
Yep, I love it.
Just rain. You're soaking wet, aren't you? How interesting. One might think. It rained when he cried and it stopped raining when he stopped crying.
What
a weird coincidence.
That trill is so good.
Yeah, I love it. Some yada yada citation to Will Gibbons talking about Baroquishness in Castle. But again, here we jump to like Mozart era Janissary bands with the cymbals
Sounds
on
right
every
to
other
me.
beat.
So Germanic. It's dramatic.
Yeah. Well, their interpretation of Turkey, but yeah.
Yeah.
They do add a prompt that tells you have to jump there, and if you don't figure it out, yeah.
Look what you're standing in.
Here, though, they do not.
Gotcha.
It's not mandatory.
Now, I forget, do we buy... Hold on a second. I always hold back one flower tab because it actually fills your meter. But,
It does.
I love that counter melody. Is that there in the original? I don't think it is.
No.
No.
It's so good.
Clarinet. Hell yeah.
Counter melody.
So that's
Way to go.
I
Go, Julianne, as if you played it.
I
on
did it.
soundtrack.
I did it.
I'm very happy with this. This and the battle theme so far are getting
The
thumbs up,
boss,
but not
Minor boss.
mine apparently.
minor mode and minor boss. Shirt and pants. Shirt and pants and shirt and pants. Shirt and pants and boots and cats and shirts and pants and peas and boots and boots and hats and boots.
I love how proud he is to get up there too, and then the guy's just like, "Get off my cabinet, you jerk! Can you not right now? I order you to stand before me. I order you to jump." And they're like, "Yeah, there you go."
What was this treasure originally? Was it? We didn't have a signal ring, right? Like that wasn't. That's new, right?
No, there is a signal ring in the game. I don't know if it's right
Oh.
here, but there is one in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're
and then-
rewarded for equipping it because it'll tell you where it is. Or, well, it'll tell you there's one in there. I think you have to get on this person's head to find it.
Yeah.
See?
It's
I
always on a
remember.
toad head. A lot of
Remember to
toad head treasures.
It is a full-on remaster of the game, yes.
Yes.
It's not a
Also, Ryan,
remake in the
I was gonna
FF7
say,
sense.
Maybe you should quickly go through your definitions that we'll eventually see print.
I printed them for you in the Kingdom Hearts chapter.
That's right. Let me pull it up. Let me call Ryan. Actually, let me get my actual copy of my actual book that came out in April.
Mine's in my office. I don't have it on me. The short version is port is the same game for a new platform with the most minimal of changes. Remasters are enhanced graphics and audio but the same gameplay, which is this.
Okay.
And remake is FF7 and Resident Evil. And we used to call this type of thing remake, I agree with Jarrell, until Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 2 forced our hands to come up with a new term. But Jarrell is correct that, for instance, Super Mario All-Stars for a decade would have been a remake of Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, but I'm reclassifying those as remasters. Now, to create
I want
room
to say
for
it's one of your
remake.
it's one of your footnotes, right?
It is.
Yes. A quick definition of terms is this is Ryan Thompson's chapter, which is entitled "A Far Off Memory: Kingdom Hearts 3 Musical Reuse," which is in the book "The Intersection of Animation, Video Games, and Music, Making Movements," thing edited by me and Lisa Scoggin. A quick definition of terms as the author understands them: remaster is primarily a port for modern platforms with minimal changes to the original, say adding widescreen support to a game that predates the 16:9 format. Reboot refers to a new series entry that has little to do with previously existing property. Remake refers to a full-on recreation of significant gameplay, visual, aural, and/or plot elements. A Blu-ray release of a film to support HD visuals and Dolby Atmos audio would be a remaster. The switch from Tobey Maguire's set of Spider-Man films to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man films is a reboot, and Ocean's 11 starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt is a remake of an earlier film featuring Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. One thing I really liked about that was you didn't just go to game examples in your footnote, you went to film.
Yeah, I was happy that I was able to put that together in that way.
I really enjoyed that. So that's actually its first footnote. But you're also going to be fleshing this out in your chapter that we joke is for me.
Right.
One of the reasons it's for me is not only because I'm its biggest cheerleader at the moment, because I saw the talk that a lot of people didn't get to if they weren't at GameStop and I thought it was good and was immediately like, you should publish it, but it gets into like very technical specifics of what's happening in the Stardew Valley soundtrack in a way that I would have had to do any work on Stardew anyway. So having it like in place first, it means it's citable. Like, so I like the idea. You know, I've joked that before I can like write whatever it is I'm gonna eventually write on Stardew, I wanted to see Kate's stuff come out on it. Beyond the ethnography, Kate has more stuff coming out on it.
Where's the hidden treasure here, team? I thought it was here.
See, this is why this signal ring is stupid. It's distracting.
There it is.
A Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. It was not called that before, was it?
It was a Caro Cola.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Kero Cola was. I was like, I'm
But
missing
Caro Cola is a mistranslation of the joke. Croca-Cola is the correct pun.
That's so
I mean, that
cute.
makes sense, but Kero Kero is the onomatopoeia for a frog in Japan, and it's so cute.
Yeah, but giving us the English, like, is a better
Giving us
fit
the
for
pun is-
Coca-Cola,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I get it.
I don't like it. Get it, but I don't like it. Frogog.
So I'm using my Ember mug. I don't know if any of you have one of these, but they're magical.
The ones that have the heating thing?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a sous vide in that it keeps whatever is in it at exactly whatever temperature you set it to for a set amount of time. And they make ones of these that have lids on them, which helps prevent heat loss. But I just have the regular mug version, and it is so nice to, like, especially as a mom of a toddler, to like pour a cup of coffee or a tea, and when I inevitably lose it for an hour and then come back to it, it's still hot.
Yeah.
This was my father-in-law's Christmas gift to me a year or two ago, and it's so good.
I always like to hit level 3 before you fight Croc, by the way, so that's why I'm
I
doing
think
this.
that's a smart move. And we'll get to see the animation, apparently, if you level up.
Oh, yeah.
So cute. Oh, I have to show Scream. Ryan and Julian got me the cutest present, y'all, when they were in Denver. They went to like an 80s vintage shop and they got me a Polly Pocket. It's so cute.
They had a bunch. I wanted all of them.
Yeah, there was one that they were charging like $85 for, and we were like, no.
What was it?
It was very. Oh,
Do you know like what it was? Because
it
there's
had a lot going on.
yeah.
But I forget specifically.
There's
I
a
think
few of them
yeah.
that I know are like really a big
Yeah.
deal. For people.
Yeah. I'm not into Polly Pocket enough to
Well,
know.
and it's so funny because like I don't know how much. Like, have I talked much about Polly Pocket? Like, I don't know what, or is it because I had the like Animal Crossing?
We've
started
talked about
from.
Polly Pocket. Like
Yeah.
when I feel like the person I talk about Polly Pocket with is you, unless I just made that up. Like,
You know,
we
old
talked about
Polly-
how we played
good
them.
Polly Pocket, not when they made it like big.
Yeah, like back when they made
When they made them
we were little.
choking hazards, like extreme choking hazards. But yeah, this one's pretty impressive because the characters are very intact.
Yeah.
So y'all did good. But there's a whole community of people that either restore ones that are kind of in bad shape, and honestly, the case on this one is like pristine. So this was not stored in somebody's attic where it got all like temperatured to death.
Temperatured to death.
Yeah. Like I know I have stuff from my
Too dry.
Oh wow,
Right.
it's a rock candy for free. Holy smokes.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, rock candy. I forgot about rock candy.
But there's also people that buy these and then they like repaint, like they completely redo them, and I know that that is a bit it's cool, but it's also there are people that like flip out because these aren't an infinite resource, especially to
Right.
find them completely intact. So like to restore one is one thing, and kind of interesting because it is like plastic restoration can be kind of interesting to like if it's yellowed. You have to use like UV chambers and stuff. It can be very, very complicated. But yeah, to like repaint or like redo parts of them, people are just like, "What are you doing?" It's like when you see on Instagram, there's like a whole subset of like girl gets married and her mom gives her wedding dress and then she makes it into like a reception dress, but she turns it into like a mini dress and it looks like a figure skating costume. And then the comments, you're just, and it'll be like maybe an 80s dress, so like not something that's currently super in style, but people like are so morally outraged at the idea of
course
cutting
they
up.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, making any no matter like regardless of the fact that like it was clearly sitting in someone's closet.
Yeah, would know
unused until
they're-
the moment. It's theirs to do with. what
Here we
they-
go.
Which.
Look at him. Look how
I
cute.
love the dance. Yes.
Oh my
Amazing.
God. There's a little side step.
Little.
That's great.
We need to do this for each other. We need to remake all the dances that they do. Because I think
Love
they're
it.
a little different, each one. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
So cute. Yeah, it's just really interesting. That's like one of those things where if I see one of those reels recommended, I like to. That's like I go to the comments just to kind of see the ferocious back and forth about like whether these things should happen at all.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mello does.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Still a
Mello's
side
like
step,
power
but
fist
like,
right there.
yeah.
I love it.
That's so cute. Drell's right. In terms of us loving this.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a raid. Ah,
Hello.
Hey. Hi, raid friends.
we're dancing.
It says everybody
Dancing.
eats, nap time is over, everybody eats, no bones about it. What does everybody eat, though? This is important to me, I'm a foodie.
I ate dorm cafeteria food today for the first time in a very long time.
Dorm cafeteria food? Like what?
Like
What'd you
Michigan
get?
State food.
Yeah, but what'd you get?
3 desserts and 2 entrees because I stuffed myself. Because I didn't eat supper. I ate, like I needed to eat 2 meals worth of food. But I started with this very nice like creamy chicken and creamed spinach with some rice pilaf. And then I shifted into what they billed as spicy seafood, but they forgot to put the sauce on it, so it was instead like baby white people seafood
You white people.
with and noodles. Because it was
Oh,
just
whatever year it was in Austin. Sorry, 2017?
Yeah, that's been a minute.
Hi.
Hello.
That's the one Necrogum I wasn't at.
I do like Sigma was right. Once you get the combinations correct long enough, the prompts are gone now, and it returns to Super Nintendo timing. Except the defense prompt sticks. But look, there's no exclamation for the hammer now, right? And then I missed it. The prompt will come back now.
Oh, interesting.
It is.
I didn't notice
Oh! I had to look this up because I didn't remember. That's the year that I did my, what became my mental illness chapter for my dissertation, my FF6 stuff.
Oh, cool.
So I did something like legitimate there instead of my normal shit posting.
that. That's funny because I like thought I saw that, but I wasn't there, so
I gave
didn't
it
see
more
it.
than, I mean, I gave
Oh,
it
okay.
state, and
Well, I wasn't there
I gave
either.
like other versions of it, so because I was like working that in.
you just know it so well.
Yeah.
Yay!
All
Aw.
right.
I had to
Let's
look that up
fight.
'cause I was like, that wasn't
Ooh.
the one where I did Atari porn. That was when it was at UT, not UT. It was when Will hosted it when he was at TCU.
Yeah.
Yay! 66 out of 72 hours. I haven't eaten much either, Andrew. I was probably saying on stream. I got like food poisoning, which was really inconvenient because my husband was yesterday. Oh, this cake looks so good. Yeah. Cheese pizza.
All right. I love this drum break.
Drums. I know.
Yeah, this whole like extra section rules. All right.
Also, again,
So
the distance on the so good. Also, muted trumpet. Gosh, this track is so good.
I just want to watch them play this. Like, I love when you can tell something sounds like fun. They're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't ask who's like currently in grading jail. Maybe that's too insensitive to ask.
Sorry.
I'm in grading jail when I'm not streaming.
Yeah, I knew you were. I just submitted my last 3 today, so I'm out. But it was an easier. I will admit I had a bit of an easier time of it this year than many semesters, just because the way I've been restructuring my courses in terms of the way grades happen. It wasn't like there was some final. I actually didn't give a final project of it. But even when I do these days, like, it's more about consistency throughout the semester. Like, I don't really give points or like anything like that. Everything is pass-fail in my classes.
Okay.
If people fail, I give them feedback and they have to revise everything. Well, they don't have to. I guess they could just opt not to. But
The
they can
ability.
revise everything.
Sorry, the ability to block that bomb completely is new, and that ruled.
Yeah.
0 instead of an almost death there.
Can I insert you a vegetable? Can I offer you a nice egg?
Ooh, I should get some eggnog. I think we have some.
I have eggnog too. Do you
Ooh,
wanna do
I just
eggnog
had eggnog and
Eggnog together.
bourbon yesterday. It was really good. Hooray!
I had seen a I'm kind of a fan of. I use eggnog as like my coffee creamer in the month of December. Because it's like,
Understandable. It's
you know,
like
it can be
the
kind of
way to
rich
go.
to have like a whole cup of it.
Yeah.
But just like using it like a coffee creamer, it gives you like a real rich cup of coffee. But yeah, I also
A nice treat.
yeah, I've also discovered making French toast with eggnog as your batter.
Mm. Oh.
And I do like to add like an extra like beaten egg or two, just because, you know, it's like pasteurized or whatever to turn it into commercial eggnog. And I'm not sure if you need like a raw egg in the situation, so I usually add like an extra egg. But yeah, I did that when my mother-in-law was last in town. I got brioche from the bakery, and then I did eggnog French toast, and it was unbelievable. Like,
Yeah, that sounds very good.
Well, I'm gonna go get some right now while we're
good.
fighting.
And then I'll trade you.
Sounds like a plan.
BRP.
Yeah, I'm a fan of eggnog. I know that like for some folks it's not the vibe, but I like it. I also don't mind like mayonnaise either, which I know is polarizing for some.
But you eat mayonnaise when it's like part of another sauce or something, right?
Generally, yeah. Like, and like a Midwesterner, like I've had it in stuff, and like I don't mind it as like a thin layer on like a sandwich.
Yeah.
I also am one of those weirdos that when I make grilled cheese, I'm of the opinion that the thin layer of mayonnaise works better than butter for the outside of the sandwich to toast it. You don't taste the mayonnaise when you toast it properly, but it gives it like this beautiful golden sear. I just find it a little easier to control. Ooh, French toast casserole croissant. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to this track.
Yeah, we'll come back for it in a
About
second.
eggnog. Yeah, I can tell I'm feeling better from like my suspected food poisoning. I don't think it was a stomach bug, just because I didn't have any other symptoms.
Yeah.
Like, when you're just not keeping food down and that's the only symptom, it's probably something you ate.
Right.
But yeah, now like everything sounds good to me, so I must be feeling better.
That's good.
Like, even Andrew's cheese pizza sounds good.
All right. This is the last one of these we'll do because Julianne's about back.
Oh, that would mozzarella would taste good with like good tomato soup for grilled cheese. Gosh, I want all the food right now. Can tell I haven't eaten in like a day.
Mayonnaise as a secret ingredient and things that are sweet is like legit. I do that stuff too.
Yeah, the Depression era cake recipes. It's like I think people get in their heads about like, oh, it's gonna taste like mayonnaise, like savory,
vinegary.
Yeah.
Like, no, not in the quantities that it is usually in there, because it's really just replacing the oil and the egg. But
Exactly.
also vinegar in cake can be undetectable. We have a recipe. We have a chocolate cake recipe that is like water, oil, and vinegar. In the dry, like you make 3 holes in the dry ingredients, and then you put those in, and then you stir them together, and they like react. And it's a really good chocolate cake recipe. But that's like classic Depression era. They didn't have like eggs because of rationing, so they figured out this other way to get the chemical reaction they needed to like give the cake its structure. It's really good. So there are some recipes like that that sound really. And I have a really good friend from I have known since elementary school that's like. She hosts a retro recipe party for her birthday every year where you have to bring like some of those horrific dishes from like the 70s or earlier. And the one year she also has prizes. So there's like a prize for like, this sounds gross, but it's really good. And I won the one year because I made tomato soup cake. And I don't know if any of you have had tomato soup cake, but it uses condensed like Campbell's tomato soup.
Oh.
But
that's pretty sweet. Yeah, and like I can imagine that. I would totally try that. But yeah, it sounds gnarly.
It does sound awful,
yes.
Yes.
It's a really pretty pink color, but it doesn't taste like tomato at all. It just tastes like, because it's a spice, like it's just like if you made like a carrot cake or something. It's got that like spice cake element. It was so good. And I did a cream cheese icing just like I would for like a carrot cake. And I was like, yeah, this is great. So I have some things in my repertoire that are like that could be horrifying.
Ooh, good luck with the paperwork, Jen.
Have fun, Jen.
Ooh, translation. Have fun with that. Ooh, but it just got good the track.
Where is the inn here? I want the star symbol, right? To like sleep and heal.
I thought it was the. Oh no, yeah, you're right. That's the shop.
Ooh, I love the articulation on the strings there. That's all bowing too.
Yep.
Now I can't get my eggnog because
they added that bit.
Because it's like they're slurring but selectively, so that they're like coming off of the slur to like give definition to certain notes.
Oh, cool.
And then I have to hear another round of it, but like it's all in how it's bowed, which is so cool. I usually don't get to talk about that and stuff.
Right.
The subtle things are so cool, like when people actually know the instrument. It's very, very fun to hear the details.
For sure.
Okay, I'll be back.
Doopy 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 doop. Boop boop boop.
You wish it hadn't come out in the UK still?
With the peace sign.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah, just not coming out. That's awesome. What is danger pudding? That sounds like danger noodle is like a snake, so I feel like danger pudding is like what?
Danger noodle steaks.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what danger pudding is. Aw, he's so scared. Or he's just happy.
Yeah.
Rapid. It's funny because happiness and fear are often high activation emotions, right? If you go on the like valence versus activation models.
Yes. Your amygdala's like, hello.
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 What do I make of this?
What do I amygdala of this? I can't. There's too much whiskey in this eggnog now. Danger pudding is a jellyfish.
Cheers.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's like ginger jello. Or jelly, because that's jellyfish. Idiot. I think I put too much cinnamon in this and whiskey, but I kind of like it.
I did not add the whiskey. We're just gonna be gentle with my stomach
Be
today.
gentle with your tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I added the exact right amount of bourbon to mine last night.
Thanks for the inspiration.
Yeah, I have several. I had seen I don't know if it was Kitchen, Bon Appetit, like some site had done like a taste test with their editors, you know, where they got like every commercially available brand of eggnog and they like determined the best one. And they said it was the Southern Comfort, which I was like, really? So I bought it. It is good. Like, I'm not doing my own taste test, so I don't know if I would like it, which ones I might like better, but...
My favorite eggnog is the locally made stuff from Mooville here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you find a good local one, that's... I mean, or I think too. Like, when I really am inspired.
So, weird fun fact, this boss was skippable on the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
You could jump over the trigger for the cutscene and just talk to the Chancellor, and then he'll go away, because it assumes he's dead. And it's Mac the Knife originally, now it's Clay Morton, which is stupid.
It was
Ew.
Mac before. Clay Morton.
I like Mac the Knife as like the fun musical reference, right?
I know.
So far, this one's like, it's okay.
There's a lot of sax, but I still think it needs more.
More cowbell.
Sax and violins, haha.
Yeah.
More cowbell.
Ooh, that ruled, actually.
I like the percussion though.
Yeah, I love how
I think it's like a pretty good percussion change. Unfortunately, the battle and the boss music is so good in the original. It's like
This is pretty
So-
excellent, though.
you can translate it pretty literally, and it's like, well, yeah, because it was so good.
Yeah, like this one isn't giving me like, oh my gosh. It's just like, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah, they're not like amping up the original like the other boss, the minor boss
Yeah.
was doing.
I will say the rush up to the cadence felt amazing. Yeah, that's excellent. Ooh, what's the egg do?
Eggshell. Oh.
Oh, okay.
You know how like sometimes you get the freebie,
Mhm.
and it would be like freebie, or like the
They still do that.
You'd get like lucky. That was always how I heard that sound effect, is like someone saying lucky or freebie.
Oh, nice. I never heard it as a vocalized
I never
thing.
heard it
In my head, I
a
always
little
heard it that
even.
way.
That's funny.
This track has no classic version in this edition of the game, by the way.
Oh, in the addition of the game.
Because you wouldn't be able to trigger it.
It's
All
anything
right.
anything tied to a
movie,
cinematic has no classic
Yeah.
version.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because again, you wouldn't really be able to toggle it and be like, "Hey, replay that thing that I just
Right,
heard."
right.
Because how many people are looking to do that other than us?
It isn't
That
good.
is very
Get out of
that
here.
is very like movie title screen arrangement.
Movie like
Yeah, it
production
is.
house title screen. So good. I'm telling you, there's a lot of cinematification of this.
That there's the na 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 na, but against that there was that rising gesture,
Yep.
which stars are up.
Now I can't hear it
don't
because
know.
I can only hear the mushroom crush room, whatever this is called.
Mushroom Crush Room,
What is it called?
because they're
What is-
crushing it.
Is this just called Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah, it is just called
let's
Mushroom
look at it.
Kingdom, Julian.
Okay, like I thought it was gonna be like a.
Crush Room.
Your only hope.
So many trolls. Ah, it's so. This is so good.
It's Mac, the knife
But
idiot.
Exor is actually the one who crashed into the castle, and we don't know his name yet.
Yeah.
And
It's
we are
still
never going to
Karos
find out
Sewers.
because we're going to insta-give Exor. He's never even going to get to take a combat turn. Where's the toad?
Not there because okay. Apparently, well, Jarell said you can get it later, like after stuff.
Where's my man Boshi at?
Hold on.
My Twitter / whatever has
Boshi's
been
Stan account.
Boshi's Stan account for a year.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, right, it's got to
I
become
refuse to
daytime
change
again.
it. Yeah. Illegal. This is so easy. Kids these days. Come on.
Kids these days.
We used to have to reload the whole goddamn game.
Yeah,
Shakes fist at.
because you only got one shot ever to get that, I think, right?
You only had one. That was the one-shot treasure. Yeah.
We can't have one-shot chargers anymore.
And now, wait, if we visit the inn right now, do we have a guest? No. Did we have to do it during the darkness?
Yeah.
So Link is gone now. That's too bad. Well, we'll try and catch Samus later, I guess, right?
Yeah.
This still says Kiro Sewers.
Yeah, I said that right when it said go there. I was like, yes. At least that's still a thing.
At least that's not Croak Sewers or whatever the hell.
Croak Sewers.
Ribbit.
Follow me.
This took me a stupidly long time.
The sewers did?
Yes. It's like I was like, I still don't got it. I never had it as a kid. I still don't have it now. Navigating
Haha.
any sort of labyrinth. Listen, the vocals.
The vocals are
choir.
excellent.
Otherwise, it's very similar. Because that layering organ, church organ, was always a thing. Oh, I know that.
It's the like music boxy version of sad song,
Yeah.
as we know. Which I went on a big Chopin rant about the first time that we.
Oh, it's possible.
I had
Come on.
transcriptions, didn't I? I had a transcription
Yes.
for that.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I have them. I still have them because you had them at MagFest that one time.
Nope, I'm not going to be able to do it, though.
And I still have everyone's PowerPoint from that.
You can jump off of that ghost and use him as a platform to skip this whole section here.
Listen to this like bombastic choir in here.
I know.
Okay, I like that this is still called a what?
I know.
Yes.
Oh, what?
That makes me happy.
Right? His little face. Dance. Yay.
Yay.
There it is. This would be interesting to hear the original, how they did that piano that echoes.
Yeah,
Well,
we
not-
could
it
do
doesn't
that.
Echo. Kind of. Yeah, it has an echo.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And notice the addition of the choir, because we were probably doing. How were we probably doing that echo? Maybe multiple channels? I don't know. I haven't looked at this
Yeah,
one, but
I wonder.
that's my suspicion, because that's how a lot of those things to get. And it's not like you couldn't have a little. I think you could have a little bit of reverb by the SNES, right?
No, there's no hardware reverb on the Super
Did you say
Nintendo.
No
SNES?
hardware reverb. SNES. No, I usually say SNES, but it was
Okay.
silly.
I was like, are you in
Um,
SNES Club? Yeah, okay.
I'm not in SNES Club. No.
Okay.
Oh, right. I just got back from here. We have
Yeah,
to
I'm
go the other
betting
way.
it's an extra. Although it's a slow echo, so you never know. But
Yeah, usually when you need a certain amount of length of reverb, then it tends to be multi-track
yeah.
to do that.
All right, Mario's almost another level here. Next fight will do that for us.
SNES Club. Yeah, I think I grew up saying SNES.
Yeah,
And I
did
didn't know
too.
anyone that said SNES.
Well, because
until,
like it was Nintendo Entertainment System, so like it's NES.
That was NES.
And the only
and
time
then
I
it was
ever
SNES.
encountered hearing it as NES was in the the TV show, the cartoon, Captain N or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Where that like Ness was a character.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember being like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yep. But it was Nestor in Nintendo Power for sure.
Master. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
I guess it's
sequence,
valid,
no, not
but
here,
I don't
not
like
here.
it.
Hold on.
I like when they're just so scared of you.
It's an MP3. That's not what I needed. So, I forgot when you download individual tracks. A certain Zophar's domain. I do the whole thing. And the funny thing is, like, I'm sure I have the SPCs, but I'm being lazy, so I'm re-downloading.
Overclocked Remix hosts all the SPCs with better tags than Zophar on average.
That's nice of them. Do they do that with a lot of tracks or a lot of games?
Yeah.
Thank you for that percussion.
I forgot how close I was to the mic. I'm sorry.
Amazing.
I was like, wow, they really,
Oh.
they really went for it.
I should have tapped the mic directly. Yeah, I'll move the mic a little away. Once I start drinking, the mic has to go a little further away.
So one of these, I think it's here. You see the pipe up there?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be able to get up there.
Okay, I actually found it. Hold on.
But you can if you're perfect. Hold on.
Ryan's perfect.
Look, I am now. See it? That's one.
Look at that.
We're gonna manual save right here. And now come up, Ghost. Come up. This ghost is actually not high enough, I don't think. But we'll try it. Yeah, no.
Okay, this is interesting. Huh.
Nerd.
Wow. 7 of the 8 SPC channels are just doing the organ. So,
That doesn't surprise me at all.
yeah, but that. There's a very clear, like, just. I don't know if there's is there a way to play this deal?
Not easily, no.
Probably not easily. I think it's got to be a without opening it up in a tracker, which, you know, is a different step. It's got to be repetition with attenuation to sound like an echo.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
happening. It's all happening in channel
In
8.
a single okay.
Huh.
All right, let me open the tracker. Let's see.
Hold on. Come here, Ghost.
Import.
This might do it. Hold on.
Special. Go, go!
Yeah, look. Do you know what pipe this is?
Go to the end or whatever?
This is all the way towards the whole end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a dead end. Is it though?
It is because you can't get up here. You have to knock that barrel down in this version of the game specifically. They fixed it.
That's funny.
And you can't lure the enemy over there.
Are these really strong?
Yep. That's why I did a manual save.
Oh, I love that it
That's
still does that
funny.
with like the record slowing.
Raise your level.
Yeah, what if you were better?
Right.
Every time.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that it is in fact possible.
That's what Joe says to me
make this.
anytime I do anything wrong in a video game. Have you tried just like doing it right?
I am gonna
Thanks.
get up here to get that box early, and then we're gonna move on.
Whenever I do anything better than Neil calls that like the girlfriend patch, like the game must have been patched.
Oh, sure.
To make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
He actually would say that seriously. He's like, no, like, it's not that easy. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm just better than you.
Just better than you.
So
It's hard to have two gamers in a
we call it
relationship.
the girlfriend patch. It's called misogyny.
Also, that one room that I died in is technically considered as part of the sewers, specifically so that it doesn't trigger a world map visitation.
Oh. It's not a map stream, so why did you say that? Oh, get it. Oh my god, this is how I learned I was not subscribed anymore to this channel. Hold on.
I always find out when my subscription is not current because I'll go to use it and then I won't be able to. And then
Here I go.
I haven't seen a good way to resubscribe from mod mode, which I am at least good enough to put that in. So then I have to like open it in a new window.
Yeah, this is dumb. This is stupid. I hate everything.
Eggnog is so good. Also, my hot tea is very good.
Alright. I went in the wrong pipe and ended up in a stupid spot. That's too bad. Back to the whole beginning of the dungeon I go. I hate this place.
The choir is a lot. I don't think I dislike them, it's just a lot. I'm playing with my Polly Pocket. And it's like a little fast food restaurant. Which I'll be too small to like really show on stream. But it also has like a swing in it, so I don't know. But I just discovered the little like trash receptacle opens.
Oh no, that's. I mean, like, no, as in, like, that's so cool, no. No way.
Yeah. And like you can push this, there's a little lever to push the swing, and like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. Y'all did good.
Little delights were so cool.
Well, and I told you
I'm glad
guys
you
this,
like it.
but my favorite one that I had as a kid was an Enchanted Forest one, and it had a little jewel in the top, and the inside it was Polly Pocket, but the other minifig was a squirrel.
Oh, nice.
And then in the center there was this little mushroom that would like had a hinge and it would open and there was like a jewel inside it, and that was like the coolest shit when I was 8. How old
Yeah,
were you
yeah,
to
yeah.
get Polly Pocket?
Yeah, for real.
And I've seen it. The set of those that were like the different gemstone ones, like often go for like $90 if you find them on like eBay or Etsy or whatever. So, fun. Also, I don't know what happened to mine. Probably don't have it. But I also have a husband who has an amazing knack for getting stuff that's like super nostalgic for me. He'll just like find it online.
Yeah, this is just me and Ryan trying to be very turn toasty for
It was
a
very
minute.
turn toasty of a gift. Yeah, like, we played the Barbie games on stream over the summer, and I mentioned how much I loved the weird magical house one that we played, and this is what Joe got me for my birthday.
Yeah.
So good.
He he said it was actually kind of hard to find because it was not like a super popular game, so he had to search for it for a bit. But yeah, all the funny sound effects, 300 animations, it says on the box. But yeah, the funny thing was that when I get handed the gift, I'm like, is it a Barbie dream house? Like, I was joking. Like, not thinking in any way that's what he would have gotten me, so it was funny that it kind of was. And then the one year for my birthday, as we all know, Harvest Moon was like formative for my life. It's like the first video game I bought with my own money, because I had seen the Nintendo Power coverage of it, and I was like, oh my god, I need this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he found me the original, like, Japanese, like, guidebook that they released with it, because he's like, I just thought you'd be interested to, like, see what was released in Japan before it got popular here. So I have
Nice.
the original Japanese book, and the art in it is amazing. It's so good. My reading isn't quite good enough to, like, straight up read it. Like, I could translate it slowly. But, that was just, like, so meaningful. And that's how he gifts, It's like, I don't know if this stuff is expensive. I don't get the sense that a lot of it is super expensive, but, like, he finds these things that are so worth every single time. I don't know how he does it. Even, like, his little Mega Man collection he got me. He's so cute.
Little cute little baby.
Little pill bug.
Little baby.
Little baby pill bug Mega
Man,
Man.
really glad I gave that true form pin to Mario. He's dodged it twice here.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't.
Bellome.
It was Mega Man, but it was Rush and Proto Man too.
They're little,
That's awesome,
little
Dana.
pill bug guys. So that was a birthday gift one year. And those were like only available in Japan. So I think he's getting pretty good at like Japanese language eBay. He's like always finding stuff on there.
Jump on the...
Water! Space. So much again.
But
so
now we
much
get the first big
animation.
mini game, right?
That water was like
Yes,
a ribbon.
oh, this, yeah. This sounds like exactly the same, I think.
I hear more bass than I did before.
It's like almost just like the
But the-
uncompressed version, but you know it's like more.
The mallet percussion sounds really similar, and the
Yeah.
whatever this fluty top instrument is sounds very similar.
Hold on, can I still get the frog climb?
I was gonna say it sounds slow, but I remembered the
Wait,
track
this
I
part-
speeds up.
Oh, here's. Yes. More fiddling. Okay, we get a little bit of local spice. Oh my god, this like. I forgot about.
The lighting here is insane.
Beautiful,
Yeah, this
yeah.
the Splash Mountain part of this.
Yeah.
Feels demonstrably slower, but I know it's because the track speeds up.
It definitely does. And we can't hear the old one in the middle of this, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you cannot. Sorry.
I mean, I just downloaded the SPC, so like personally, I can listen to it.
Mario Games loves like hoedowny like mini game.
Mario
music.
Games
Yeah.
loves a hoe.
Yeah. This is always like the progressively insane.
This is extra
aspects
hoedown,
of
though.
The dark parts are so Disney World. Like this is the most Disney World.
Well, Dana, do you remember the walk up to for the Mario Kart ride at Orlando? Had this type of lighting here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
The indoor part, yeah.
Yeah. You missed out, Julianne. You should have.
I know I did.
Next year.
The nice thing was we were there on like a day when school was in session, and like we went like late enough in the afternoon that the crowds were really not.
Yeah, the sign said it was like an hour and a half or 2 hours of a wait to ride this thing. 20 minutes maximum.
Yeah, max. I don't even think. Yeah, maybe 15. It was like pretty cool, and a lot of it was just us gawking at stuff because of course they have it like set up very decorated and cool.
I
Damn
love when
you,
the
frog
queue is
coin.
interactive.
I still got it. I'm
You
the
did
best.
it.
I'm the best. It does actually
the
pay to be
banjo.
good at these mini games because, like, you get flower tabs here if you're
Yeah.
good.
It's true. Yeah, I mean it was expensive considering we were only there for a couple hours, but like I got out of Nintendo World what I wanted to get out of Nintendo World. So
Yeah,
I felt happy.
same.
Like the only thing I would have wanted to do that we didn't get to was the Toad Cafe, but like you have to get there right when the park opens because there's only so many reservations.
Right.
So I kind of knew that wasn't going to be a thing. Dig the extra fiddle moment. I might be playing a largely country.
Here's your
like,
faster
fiddle
section,
wedding
Dana.
soon. Yeah, this is like the tempo that I have embedded in me from playing this. But yeah, they have the thing where you can get the wristband and then like collect coins by doing stuff in the park. And we didn't do that, but like I wouldn't like upset by it. I didn't. First of all, it's more money.
Right. Oh no, I got hit once. No, I was almost perfect. Okay. So I got 69 coins.
Nice.
Excellent. Very nice.
One frog coin.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the shell.
All
Wow.
right.
The animation,
Now
or
wait.
the map looks different.
Yeah, the map's pretty.
I know I'm not supposed to talk about that.
I know. Whoops. Shit.
First of all, let's go back to the map. Yes.
It's usually Ryan's territory.
I love maps. Actually, all of the outer boundaries of this game used to look like everything had been rendered in a 3D art program and saved as a draft. Because it would just look like an empty blue texture outside of Tadpole Pond. And the world map too, actually. There's no animated water or anything, right? Outside is just emptiness. But if
The
we
other
Yeah, it's
thing,
not like black.
like
Yeah.
look, see how this is like nice luscious green space beyond the exit pathway? In the Super Nintendo, it literally cut off in a straight line.
Yeah, it would be nothing. It'd be
Yeah,
just like an
and
entry.
it cut off to
everything.
empty blue texture, right?
yeah.
The other thing though was that the positioning of the sections of the map, I feel like in the original it was more like lateral, and this one felt more like top down. I don't know.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah,
classic mode right now, so hold on a
Still
second.
like went around, but I think it's a little bit more,
Yeah, like in the orientation within the island itself feels a little like rotated.
yeah, feels rotated, I think. Look at their little eyeballs.
I love how everyone like flips out when he jumps. Like, oh my gosh,
Wow.
he did the thing.
You
Yeah.
did the thing!
You're supposed to make me look like I'm floating here. I love it.
Best part. Very obvious string.
All right, here's the full piece.
Oh, it's doing the clippy thing.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
glitchy. Ah.
Well, it's good that I didn't have it on then. Hold on.
Mhm. It's interesting. This must be a Discord problem now that this has happened not just with Sea of Stars.
It is a Discord issue, yeah.
Unless it was a Switch thing. Okay.
No, it's Discord.
Discord just gets bored.
Can you all hear better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to? Is this modern?
This is classic.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
It's just so
You wanna
good.
switch it over?
I will switch it over now, and I've not heard this, so
Ah?
here we go.
Pretty faithful so far.
The
Got that.
panning space is a tiny bit wider, but otherwise very faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the roll there's not as good though. Sorry.
Who's this?
The little like stop timey moment in the accompaniment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
At least they added that. Oh! Yes!
Good harmony.
okay. It's a tequila now.
Not after bourbon.
The sad song is coming up, I think.
I like the stoppy time. moment.
I like the
like
stoppy time thing as well.
It's kind of funky. Again, they're having fun with it, and I can detect it.
Yes. My only measure of good music.
Right? The unnecessary trumpet shake, which is very necessary, by the way, mirrors the roll on the original Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And that roll there's gone to make room for it, which is cool. I love this.
I thought it was still there, just like very quiet.
It might be there,
I
but very
can't
quiet.
tell.
Yeah. Bam. Charades is the best. More games need charades.
I know.
Clay Morton. No, thank you. Also, why is he Frog Sage and not Frog Fuchsius?
Yes! I forgot about this. They changed it.
Why'd they change it?
I
don't
wonder if they
know.
felt it was like something approaching a racist joke and they're extra sensitive about it.
But there's definitely still Toadasky.
Well, yeah.
They didn't change that.
That's a Russian name, so that's not offensive.
It can't be racist.
I'm a simple tadpole. Here we go.
Oh no.
Not a tadpole.
Yes.
Wow. That was like Listian. Oh, here we go.
Don't predict in advance, Dana. This is Chopinian, by the way.
No, I was saying that ba-bum was Listian. I've always maintained this is Chopin.
Julian's heart grew 10 sizes when that woodwind
Because of the
entered.
clarinet.
Yeah.
Would win.
I want to know
Ooh,
what
the
Dana
string
thinks of
entrance too. This rules.
Okay. What's really exciting to me is that the orchestration that they have added only extends the idea that this is Chopin. Like they're doing
Yes.
late romanticism in the way that everything else is being scored, and that includes the violin line in there being what sounds to me like it's Sul G. So basically they're playing it up on the G string instead of going up to the next string.
Mhm.
And what that ends up doing is it creates a kind of like a muted sound, but without putting your actual mute on, which is a much more like harsh effect.
Yeah.
It can sound a little bit pinched, but it gives it this like intensity. That whenever people make the comparisons about, the string instruments like sounding like the human voice, it can kind of give it like an urgency. So you'll see it in a lot of like late romantic showpieces and concerti and stuff where
Mhm.
they call for passages way up on a string instead of just going up to the next logical string and doing it in a lower position, because it ends up sounding sort of like pathos laden. So
Very interesting.
very cool.
Yeah, this track is amazing.
I'm very happy, and I'm happy that twice now I've gotten to use very string-specific knowledge to describe something they're doing.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
wanna
could hear
connect
that there was
this-
a bowing thing, and I could hear that there's a Sul G thing happening.
That Shimomura, in remixing Dearly Beloved, I'm going to go back to my Kingdom Hearts chapter here. And actually, it's Stefan's work specifically I'm citing now. In re-orchestrating Dearly Beloved 13 times now. There's been a couple different times where she has been asked to make it like specific composers. And for instance, the opening of Kingdom Hearts 3 is as much Liszt as this is Chopin. And Chopin is one of the few romantic composers now that has no reference point in the Kingdom Hearts remixing stuff, so it's fun to have her come back and do that treatment here. Because we get Liszt and Rachmaninoff instead in Kingdom Hearts.
I'm trying to figure out how many strings. Like, do we just have a trio here?
It could be a quartet, but I'm mostly hearing the low end. I hear a violin. I'm pretty sure I hear a viola. I'm pretty sure I hear a cello.
Jump scare.
Yeah. Yes, we need that weapon, the froggy
Very
stick.
cool.
Good, let's put that on
And given
mellow.
the instrumentation, like with piano as the lead and adding the clarinet, like I don't think we would have needed a full quartet. So like trio doesn't sound odd to me. It's just hard to differentiate how many.
I would suggest you don't want to overfill and over-orchestrate that, or you're going to lose the romantic effect as well.
Yeah, well, this is like occasionally we'll get like a bride that wants string quartet plus a piano, and we're like, like. Unless you're doing stuff that's specifically written for like a string quintet, piano quintet, you know,
Yeah.
it can be really hard to feel like everybody is doing different enough stuff for that to be worth it.
Now this
Such
is
a
something
genius.
I've had in
You
my
already
memory for
know.
my whole life.
You already know what he wants.
Do, re, do, re. This was my first exposure to solfege in my life.
I think
I
maybe
have
mine
many-
too.
Thank you. Ah.
I resent that the alto card is like the first level.
I didn't love his animation with the baton. I'm not gonna lie, because before he used to do this,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like just excited wave, and he was
Yeah.
kind of doing a pattern, and I don't like it. I don't like the animation right there. An alto card holder. Well, Julian, if we're thinking in terms of height, right? Like alto is lower than like soprano, which comes later.
But tenor.
Oh, do you get the
card-
tenor card next?
I think so.
Yeah, you do get the
Yeah,
tenor
they should
card
go. They
next.
should go in order of pitch. Then it would be okay. Because then,
Order
like, the
of
idea of being at a
bitch.
higher level makes sense.
I know. Star slap.
Sad. Better beat this plant with a stick.
I was just opening my mushroom way to look at it. It's a good arrangement.
I will say the quality of this remaster is, I think, the best Nintendo has ever done on this front.
Even better than Link's Awakening.
Ooh, that's tough. I need to play more of it. I forgot about Link's Awakening.
How dare.
Link's Awakening is a bigger change. I might actually...
Call
Because-
that a remake?
Well, so... Let me become picky for one moment. Okay? Link's Awakening is a bigger aesthetic shift than this is. This is more of my remaster line of thought,
Yeah.
because this is a sheen. Aesthetically, it fits with the original, in my mind. Maybe you two disagree.
Yeah. The whole isometric view.
Yeah.
Everything except the cutscenes, essentially, yeah.
Thank God I changed the controls back to normal. That would be like hating myself if I was playing with modern controls. Julian.
I think I never change anything, but I do miss, like, in order to do things on the Y, you had to keep pressing Y.
Yes, that is
You know
the
what I
case
mean?
here.
Like,
yeah.
I keep messing that up when I'm playing. And it's so funny, because I feel like this is the only game I've ever played that had that, and I still, like, immediately go back to that muscle memory. Even though I'm on a different controller, I'm like, Y.
Yeah.
WHY. He's so silly. What are they doing up there? Ow. After this is Rosetown, right?
Yes, and then we'll probably stop at Forest Mushrooms for the night, which was kind of my
Probably
goal.
get introduced
Forest
to little
mushrooms!
toy Gino.
Oh. All I want in this world is beware the forest.
I know what that sounds like. That's because that's as far as I got.
Because you got to
so
Gino,
far.
yeah.
That's yeah. And I have my thoughts.
Oh.
I have my thoughts on Rosetown. I have my
Oh.
what else? It's Rosetown and the forest. Is there another one? A new one that we get? I'm not sure.
By the
No, I
way.
don't think so.
Like we're dancing the same way.
I can't do the step dance because I'm in a chair, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of like just wiggle my butt.
I'm never gonna get to 100. I hate this
Not
game.
enough stank.
Not enough stank on that ass.
I forget, is there a boss in this area before we get to Rosetown? I don't think so. I think it's just the
I don't
pathway.
think there is.
I think so.
It's
That's
just
good.
annoying.
The only credit I can give this one is that modulation. The rest is just fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, like, not bad, not incompetent.
I
not
will say,
unfaithful,
though,
just
everything
fine.
is fine and competent. There were a couple of Final Fantasy VI tracks in the Pixel Remaster I actively disliked. And I haven't had that experience with this yet.
Yeah, I haven't had any that I have disliked. I've had ones where I'm just like, oh, okay, that's fine. They're all pretty much, like, when they don't swing for the fences and add things that really surprise and delight me, it's exactly what I expect it to be. So there's, like, not really issues.
They have to add the right amount, though, because they change too much. I'll also hate it. Right? It's a really tough tightrope to walk.
There's a sweet spot.
I think
yeah.
this track navigates it pretty well.
Well, and I don't have like fully formed thoughts on this, but I think it has something to do. We've talked about like being able to detect human performance.
Yep.
Having fun with it, having a bit of like jazz, like swing and rhythm, that kind of stuff. Like that is much harder to do when it's completely synthesized. Like not impossible, but like, or some of the stuff I was detecting were like. They obviously put a bowing in for the orchestra for the strings to like get a certain articulation effect.
So here's Rosetown's original.
That's the kind of stuff that.
Oh right, we don't get.
Oh, I forgot it's Cursed Town.
Ugh.
I was like, wait, did I hear Rosetown?
You haven't, and we probably won't, which is too bad because I love this track. All right. I forget. Do we just go straight to the forest? Is that the deal?
I think you have to find Toy Gino.
Yes, thank you. Right.
Which this is a whole scene.
Yeah.
that they changed.
I wish I had the new music on, actually. Oh, wait. This is the new music.
Yeah, because it's a cutscene.
It's a cutscene. Good, good.
Is it? Are you sure? That sounds really SNES-y.
Yeah, but listen to like the reverb on all
The
other
Mario
stuff.
1 material was not here originally.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that tuba. That tuba's too real. I don't know. That super synthesized high. That to me felt Super Nintendo-y. I'm like double checking this. Ew. Bowser.
Oh, see, I don't like that because it looked like a Nerf gun, actually, this time. And in the original, Mario gets fucking nuked. Right? This just looked like he got hit with the Nerf gun. I don't like that at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you have to be like, who is this Geno character? You know?
Right, and I'm not immediately captivated by Geno in that
so
play
I went
session.
to a YouTube video of the original, and this was the original track.
Oh,
Like,
sad. Okay.
bitch, I thought I heard that Super Nintendo sound. That tuba was pretty good though. Good for her. Then there's this cinematic cutscene.
I was gonna say, this track is not.
This is their true cutscene.
Because Geno is actually the spirit, not the doll.
Bless you.
I managed to mute my mic for the stream, so only the two of you had to hear me sneeze.
Okay.
Good for you.
Just saying bless you randomly.
Or in our house, Josephine says a chew tight.
No.
So
Shut up.
she connected like us saying gesundheit to a chew, and it just turned into a
Yes.
chew tight.
That is excellent.
And we love it, so now I say it.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I'm a fan.
Alright, hold on. Yes, Geno did go to the forest. And
Here we
we
go.
have to go to the forest. Do you want me to turn classic mode on for the forest first, or do we just assume that people know it?
Do the original just because that's fun.
Okay, hold on.
Because nothing happened. Like, you don't have to. You could just stand in the intro and then.
Yeah, that's the plan. This is one of the 5, like, most classic tracks on the entire platform for the Super Nintendo.
It's in my dissertation, like, not for really an important reason, just, like, I needed something just to demonstrate something random. So I chose this track specifically just because I wanted to transcribe it.
That's legit. This track is everything. It's so good.
It's really pretty visually here.
Yes, it is. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with hidden treasure boxes, and I hate that it tells me there is one.
Yeah, that's why. Take it off. Take off the.
All right,
I'm excited for this one.
here we go.
This better live up to my.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh. 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 Still hasn't looped.
No.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
That was the loot point, actually, sneakily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that it goes through a couple more iterations. This sounds a
I do.
lot like Shimomura's work on Alice in Wonderland in Kingdom Hearts 1. A lot. To the point
It
where
gives it the like mysterious forest vibe.
I really want Stefan's take on this, like, immediately.
Yeah.
I wasn't sold in the very beginning until we started adding on, and I grew to like it more and more as the track.
Yeah, I think the adding, and then when it loops, you're like, yeah, I'm into this now. In
Yeah.
the beginning, you're like, this is so different and sad, and then you're like, oh no, okay, it's growing like a mushroom.
It had that,
Some fungi.
that dulling effect that I've kind of described in some of the other tracks, where it like there's nothing wrong, there's nothing bad, it's performed well, but it just didn't seem to have as much vibrancy. But they added that in the way that the other stuff came in.
This quiet
That's
loop
quiet
also helps a lot.
The English horn, exactly.
I don't
like
want to call
actually
this the
leaning into-
under-orchestrated loop, because that makes it sound like I don't love it.
But like strings go to pizzicato, like which gives it a fun look.
A lot
Yep.
of empty space.
I also like the long line in the arca there. Da 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 da.
I think we're finding that when the tracks are using the live musician aspects, like adding that in to the existing stuff as much as possible without changing, that's when we like it. It's like, if
Yes.
you're gonna change it to an English horn, it's not gonna be as punchy as a synthetic English horn, but when you add in that part that leans into, like when it's under orchestrated, right? That's leaning into the softness and lightness of the double reeds. That adds something to it. It's leaning into the affordances of those instruments.
It's a really
And like
good,
the same as
good
like
point.
the saxes, right? Like the jazziness that sounds fun versus just like, oh, we just added saxes, we just translated, you know? So I think, and like what Dana's saying about the strings and the strategies.
It's a really good point that like when we have the synthesized sound, we can control for balance in a way that like in an orchestra you have to orchestrate it in order like you can't have like a 30-person string section and a single English horn and expect that's gonna carry if you
To,
have
like,
a full string line.
You're like super mic, and then it just sounds weird if it's just like hyper mic'd for
Like
some
you
reason.
can do it in post-production basically, right?
Yeah.
But like
But it would
it's gonna
sound not
uncanny.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the Donkey Kong. Gorilla.
It's just gorilla. It's not chained Kong.
Oh, that's what it was before Change Kong.
Well, that's a lot better for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
God, now I'm gonna
Yeah.
need to like
Oh boy.
find the whole the famous Kotaku Donkey Kong timeline thing.
I
Right.
don't know that.
Do you know this one?
Oh my God, you don't know it?
No,
Oh,
no. Please
okay.
send it to me. Please
All right.
give me delights of
it's
a
in
new
the,
thing.
It's in the chat, but essentially, we're trying to create a link between the original Donkey Kong games and Donkey Kong Country, and there's a theory about how chained
A
Kong
game
fits in-
theory.
Yeah. There's a whole theory about a great ape war, and
I'm here for it.
and that Donkey Kong Jr. might end up as a POW, forced to fight the enemies of the Smithy Gang in RPG. As one of the many chained Kongs encountered in that game. It's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wild. That's what it is. Where is the box? I hate
Well,
games.
So it is 11.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to the save point. I hate boxes. We'll just jump down. There's a save point before the boss, right?
I told you. Yeah. The hell's that? Kiro Cola, good for you.
Alright. Which one of these trees is the correct way forward, though? Not this one.
It's the one with the Wiggler. You have to fight the Wiggler.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, because I spent like 20 minutes doing the same thing you did. Wait. Can you
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
mount?
yeah.
Oh,
This
there
is
we
it.
go. Yeah.
Yep. Alright. There should be a save point, like, right up here, right?
I think so. I mean, it also autosaves.
I'm old school. I don't trust the autosave. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
I need my box.
It's much cooler.
But I'm gonna start avoiding fights with as much as possible here.
Yeah, and then you gotta follow Gino.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a save point. I keep forgetting all this stuff. Aww.
Hilarious. Okay.
His bangs are okay.
No! Ah. Die. Well, that's nice at least.
So I was getting a little distracted by text, but a sorority sister of mine from college is expecting and posted the news on Thanksgiving, like as a extra grateful this year kind of thing, like
Yeah.
and so another close sorority sister friend of mine like is barely on any social media, including Instagram, so I wasn't sure if she had seen it, so I was like, oh, did you know she's pregnant? And told her about it, and apparently she like went and found like their wet registry for their shower already, and like sneakily like already sent her something off of it. And so she was like, "Do you talk to her very much?" Like, I think she sent me a gift off the registry. I'm like, "That's on me," because I told her.
Did you just crash the game?
I closed it and then shot us to talking mode
Oh, talk mode.
at the end.
Talk mode.
But yeah, that
It's my new
we're
scene
discussing
preset, so you
that
can see our
reproduction
faces
there.
larger at the beginning and
yeah.
end of the stream. Or if we have something to say, we want to move the game out of the way, right? I want to say that next week is probably going to be the last stream of the calendar year. If we end up doing it, we'll see what everybody's travel plans are.
I'm
And
going nowhere.
yeah, I don't leave till Friday, so I can do it. But what we will probably do is cover just enough of Super Mario Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't get to that tonight. And maybe sneak that one boss fight in so we can hear Rosetown.
Yay!
We could start with that and just like quickly.
Yeah, we could start with Mario RPG, just go to Rosetown, right?
Yeah.
And then do Mario
And
Wonder.
then jump over to Wonder.
Yeah.
That sounds great to me.
Okay. Yeah, and
Yay!
because Julian, does your semester officially end? My grades are due this Tuesday, and then I am done.
That's same exact for me.
My grades are in. Yay.
But I'm also traveling on Wednesday, so I'll be having a dinner on, like, I won't be able to stream next Thursday is more of that story.
I'll be there.
Okay, maybe we'll just have to do Rosetown without you, Julian. No.
Boo! Well, at least I can play it myself, I guess. I'll
Yeah.
email you my thoughts.
Playing
Okay.
a video game? What is that? Gosh,
What
it's been
do?
forever. I was telling Jen that via DM. I was like, I don't remember the last time I like opened a video game for myself.
Yeah.
It's been months. It was
There's a
definitely
new
through Freedom,
30XX
but it was
patch
probably over the
out, so
summer.
you should open that
There
and
you
play
go.
it with me for yourself. Also,
That's
next
daunting.
year, for Thursdays, we can do PS5 games really well now. My new Shadowcast 2 Pro has come in. Shout out to Genki for sending that to me from the Kickstarter package.
That's funny.
But I have two, excuse me, gosh, throat, water, health, ugh.
Don't die. Please.
2 new capture cards came today. The Shadowcast 2 Pro and the Shadowcast 2
Fancy.
Normal.
Normal.
Yeah. And a fancy, like, multi-console dock that Genki makes as well. So it's like Switch, Steam Deck, and phones all as a Switch dock now. So I just plug it in and have any of those devices go to computer.
Oh, that's nice.
It probably won't surprise you that Joe has been lusting after the new Retro Tank, the 4K one.
Yes, I knew that was Joe's thing.
He has not been able to get into like the guy uses a Wix site basically, and it like can't
Yeah.
handle the traffic. And so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like refreshing over and over. He's like ready to buy it because he's like, it's the last one we'll ever need, basically. I was like, okay, fine.
You know what? You get that in writing, Dana.
I don't believe it for a second, but I believe it would last a very long time given the specs. But
Yeah.
and being able to like upscale Switch and stuff, that's great. It looks wonderful. But yeah, he hasn't been able to like. And had I thought ahead, I would have. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to make magic happen. But like, wouldn't that have been the best Christmas present if I could have friggin' found it? But like, I'm not as dedicated to like refreshing a thing over and over.
Yeah.
It's too bad. I'll just have to give him other fun things. But
Yeah. Shout out to your sweatshirt, by the way, Julianne. I just noticed, actually.
Yes.
oh, I love that one.
Yeah. It's
I wear
classy.
that one all the
It's
time.
so
I wear.
good.
I teach in that one often.
I like that I have a hoodie option because I wear those more than like a plain T-shirt.
Yeah, I love a hoodie with a zipper. Like,
I mostly sleep in T-shirts. Like I don't tend to wear those as my outfit.
yeah.
So.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. In any
And
case,
of course, I'm Christmassy right now,
uh,
so no T-shirts.
if we are not seeing you again, including Julianne here, happy holidays. Enjoy the semester break, everybody.
Get through the grading jail.
Yes.
I'll do it.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there.
And
I
then
had
a
senior
couple weeks
grades
off
due
here.
today, so I just went ahead and got all of them because I really didn't have. Again, the way I structured my class, like I even knew like 2 months ago what most of them were on track for, so it was just a matter of like it's not like none of them moved, but
Yeah.
we do grade check-ins way in advance, so like they have plenty of time to like get it to where it needs to be. And again,
Yeah.
because I give basically infinite to the end of the semester chances to revise and resubmit. If they do it, then they tend to be in good shape,
See, that period is now over for me. Unless you have talked to me, you can't send me new things.
Oh yeah, I've been past that, but so I only had a couple that like I was waiting on for very good reasons.
Yeah. And for those of you in the audience, in chat, I don't know when we all get back from break. So I don't know whether we'll be back on the 7th, the 14th yet. We haven't had that conversation. It might depend on, I mean, school starts, not the 7th or the 14th, right? The 5th is a
The
Friday.
4th or the 11th?
The 4th or the 11th, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know is the answer to that. I think I will be back in town, but I think it's also the first day I'm back in town is the 4th, so who knows?
We might have our winter break.
And I'm here. We are so fortunate in that the furthest away family is like an hour and a half drive. So.
Nope, me and Julian want to kill you right now.
Well, as I like to remind you, I paid for that in having no stability as an adjunct.
Yeah.
Like, I could have gotten a tenure track job somewhere else, far away from family, and cut off from my support system, but I decided I wanted a support system and I wanted to be back in a gig scene that I was more enmeshed in, because that can take a while to like get into a new gig scene.
Yeah.
From what I have encountered, so I came back to kind of establish that.
But
So there's upsides, but there's a lot of downsides, and let's everyone hope that I get a contract for spring, because that would be great.
Yes.
it would be fantastic.
Really want it to happen because I really like teaching those courses. So independently of yes, the money.
On the
great.
plus side, you get free Nakvagum lodging this year. So
I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm having a meeting next week. More on that off stream later, but plans are finishing up here, and it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
That's going to be fun.
Yep. In any case, happy end of 2023, everybody.
Cross everyone's fingers.
Yay, we did it.
Yeah.
That's right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Night.